Hello everyone, Richard and David here. It's Friday. That means another show of Ask the Broker.
That's right.
Today what we're going to talk about is a question that we get asked a lot. I was asked that twice this week already by agents. You're going to show a home. You have a VA or an FHA buyer. You don't know what the home looks like yet because it doesn't say much in the MLS. So what do you have to do? You have to take a good close look at it and try to figure out if it'll go FHA or VA. And what might you be looking for when you're doing that, David?
Well, three things really come to mind right off the bat when you ask that, just from experience. So for me, when I approaching the house from the street, walking up to it, the first thing I'm really looking for is any significant issues with concrete, major cracks. If the appraisers for FHA and VA aren't going to want to see major cracks in concrete that are tripping hazards,
right?
They'll call that out and that'll need to be fixed. So, that's first off. Just walking up, I look low down at the concrete, and then I also look high at the roof.
Yeah,
because
big one.
I get a sense of the condition of the roof. So I'm just internally just sensing and trying to figure out the condition of these things. And then, as you get close to the house, you can look for visible signs of exterior dry rot and wood rot that are just really bad, like they just pop out at you, because an appraiser will call for that too.
Yeah, chip paint.
Yep.
Chip paint or not painted at all. That FHA and VA is going to call that. So now what? We have to paint the whole house or this or that. And when I'm going in, right there at the front entry, I start looking up at the eaves.
Yeah, for sure.
Those of you who don't know what the eaves are, that's the part that hangs over the house, past the house line, the roof comes on down. That's where you get a lot of wood rot if you have any kind of leakage from the roof coming down into that wood.
Yeah.
That can be a major one. If you look at that and it looks pretty good, that's a good sign that maybe you're on your way toward an FHA or VA offer. What about when we get inside, David?
Well, inside it, it has to have a functioning heat source. Obviously, the stove has to be working, so you can maybe just check that if it looks in pretty bad shape. What else is on the inside?
A lot of, let's call them flippers, and I'm an investor, think they can go into a house and the carpet looks like crud. Somebody had a motorcycle changing the oil on the front living room, or the walls are looking really bad. FHA or VA regular type loans will not let you buy something that needs all those things changed out.
Yeah.
So don't think that you can buy it and then change those out yourself. That's not going to happen. I mean, if the carpet's old but okay, you're fine, but not old and holes in it and stains all over it and things like this. So that appraiser is going to call for it to be done, and that's it. That's the end of your loan unless somebody will do it.
Yeah.
I look where there's water, kitchen and bathrooms. If we start seeing leaks around the toilet, the wood looks rotted or the linoleum looks stained or lifting up under the sinks. We know we have some what we call pest problems. That's really just wood rot, but it's considered a pest problem, so you're going to have a problem there going FHA or VA. So with all these things we've said, I think I'd take notes if I were you when you're walking around before you call the other agent to say, would you take a FHA or VA loan?
Yeah.
Lots of things to look at. Is there anything else special to look at?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing all of these fall under are health and safety issues. So when you're in the house, there cannot be any cracked window panes. Right. Obviously, it needs to have carbon monoxide, smoke detectors, all that good stuff. So as you're walking around the interior and the exterior, you're just taking mental notes and checking for these things when showing a house. Now, does that mean once you find 5 or 6 things that you're going to just rattle them off to your clients, your buyers that are there? No, because all these things are negotiable between the buyer and the seller to fix them. So just because it has some FHA or potential FHA code issues doesn't mean you can't overcome them
Right.
with a repair request. So you don't want to scare away your clients. I mean, perhaps the neighborhood's exactly what they're looking for, that has the right bedroom, bath, pool, all that good stuff. You don't want to scare them away just because it has some dry rot or a leaky sink or whatever. So
Yeah.
you know, just it's more of a way to internalize it, figure out what could happen, be prepared for it, and then go from there.
Yeah, don't let it bite you and you write it up FHA knowing these things are coming, because then you're going to have such a large repair request that the seller's going to say no. So also good to have a talk with the other agent. But if you don't find much, it might go FHA or VA. If you find too much, time to have that talk with the other agent or move on to the next house.
That's right. All right, so I think that's about it for today. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, lots of little things in there too, but these main things will at least put you in the right area to know what to do.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching our Friday Ask the Broker show today on FHA and VA potential repair issues. Our show comes out each and every Friday, so make sure you tune in next week as well. So see you then.